What type of people do you usually, the majority, do you work with? Or do you,
Uh,
I don't want to say choose to work with, but usually come to you to get training?
Usually come to me. I'd say about 80% of my clients are military, because we have such a large military presence here in Honolulu, and they have physical requirements. And from what I've gathered, what I've learned, the military fitness is horseshit. They have no
Yeah.
clue what they're doing.
Yeah.
Absolutely horrible form that they're taught. Their requirements are what I consider below my actual bare minimums. And so a lot of them are weight loss clients.
You ever notice when I first started, I was known for getting people ready for military fitness tests and the weight standards. Are you do you feel like I do about how their knowledge seems to be like 20, 30 years behind?
Yes, 100%. That's exactly what I feel. Like the military's fitness ideas are exactly that. 30 years behind what I knew, what we were being taught when I was in PE class, when I was in sixth grade or whatever. That's what they are expected to do now. And the reality is it's wrong. Uh, Form-wise, it's wrong. Nutritionally, it's wrong. And with today's American diet, it's a disaster.
And also taking into account they're never provided the environment or the means to stay in shape. They're always having to, like, if you go to the small barracks, you just have ship food stores and gas stations, and time to work out is very minimal. And then when the people do conduct their workouts, it's just run, 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 run. And all you're doing is just increasing the percentage of disability they're going to be drawn. And when they get out, they're not really doing any good for them as far as fitness or getting a weight off.
It's very true. It's very true. Um, as of like 2 years ago, the military and being, I want to say the Army, because there's a few different branches obviously, but the Army really increased their physical tests from a basic test of push-ups, sit-ups, and a run to having to deadlift 3/4 of your weight. You have to do some crazy elbow to knee pull-up. You
Yeah.
have to do, I mean, just it was basically they went from a PE test to a CrossFit event.
Yeah.
And they expect all these people who have not been training, who are not in shape, to pass it, or they're going to kick them out.
Taking is
And
gender neutral too.
yeah, and like this is ridiculous. Like you can't expect these people to go from zero to hero that fast.
Yeah.
So I had a lot of people reaching out to me to get them set up, to get them on the right path. And I think the biggest misconception with not just that group of people, but people in general is it takes a lot more than it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time to retrain a body, especially the older you get.
Yeah. Yeah. Like even if you go from bodybuilding and decide you want to be a fitness performance or something, like you got the muscle, but you got to train it to do different things. It's a different ball game. And I've worked with people that did the old fitness test and are doing the new one. And it is a lot different. And there's, I honestly think that all the exercises they had to get you ready for it aren't valid. I'm trying to come up with some better stuff, but I like the idea of gender neutral, but at the same time, like you're going to have to get people time to get to that standard. Like you said, you can't just expect people that are used to difference in standards to all of a sudden come to the same standard like overnight and pass this test.